this link. Okay, so let's start with this one. The strength of the teacher. The strength of the teacher is content. Okay, and one of the ways that you can determine whether you're a teacher or not is you ask this question: can I get all of my content in within the hour that they've given me? Okay, so a teacher has great content. Okay, and the other thing about a teacher is fired up and so excited about their content. Okay, so you're up there and you just know that everybody's excited as you are about your content. So the strength of the teacher is you've got excellent content. You know people should pay attention. This can be life-changing. This is what happens in church world for preachers. We think, hey, this is truth. So since it's truth, since it's from the Word of God, you should be paying attention because it's truth. Oh, wouldn't it be great if we lived in a world like that? Wouldn't it be great if people paid attention because they should pay attention, all right? But that's the problem with this voice. Again, not a criticism of the voice, just to say that typically the voice has a strength, typically the voice has a weakness. This is the strength of the voice. You got great content. So if you're a teacher, if you take this test later and you go, I'm a teacher, what that means about you is you typically have great content. But here's the weakness of the teacher. The weakness of the teacher can potentially, I'm not saying all the time, so the weakness of the teacher is connection. What do I mean by that? The teacher sometimes is so passionate about their content that they assume that, again, as I mentioned earlier, everyone should be as excited about this as I am. So they just dive into the content. And immediately, if they're not careful, they can lose the audience. And let me prove this. Every single one of us has kind of endured, if you will, a presentation of a really smart person. They know exactly what they're talking about. They're passionate about what they're talking about, and they just dive in, but they've never connected with the audience. And the goal of a great presenter in the first 5 minutes is to do this, is to shrink the gap. What I talk about shrink the gap is there's a physical distance between you and the audience. And so what you have to do immediately is to begin to shrink the gap and connect with the audience. And this is a challenge sometimes for teachers. They immediately go into content delivery without connecting with the audience. But here's the beauty of this. If you've got the voice of a teacher, if you can take your great content and in the first 5 or 10 minutes connect with the audience and get them on the same page as you, to get them as passionate about you as the content as you are, then that's going to send you toward a very helpful place and help your next presentation become your best presentation, or help your next sermon become your best sermon. So the strength of the teacher is content. The weakness of the teacher is connection. So, okay.